Concerts, gigs, live music, we all love it. We all love going seeing our favourite artists perform live, but what's one thing we don't love? Paying for them. Let's be honest, over the past 5 to 10 years, concert ticket prices have gone through the roof, and it's pretty crazy. It almost makes me not want to go and see certain bands live, because as much as I would love to go to some of these shows, I just can't justify paying some of these ticket prices. You know, I do make certain exceptions. I recently went watching AC/DC. That was expensive, but for AC/DC, I will make exceptions. But anyway, what I have here is some tickets of concerts that I went to years ago. We're talking 2009, 2010, maybe a little bit earlier. And I was looking through these recently, and I can't believe the prices that it says on the tickets. I mean, obviously back then it was normal, but looking at this now, this is insane. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through these tickets one by one. I'm going to tell you the date and the price that I paid back then, and then I'm going to search up what today's price would be to see the same artist. And I'm telling you now, it's going to be pretty interesting, so stick around and let's get right into it. Before we do that, don't forget to like and subscribe, and also leave me a comment of some of the bands that you've seen in the past, and if you can remember the ticket prices as well, get those in the comments. That'd be pretty interesting to see. Anyway, let's get into it. So to kick it off, let's have a look. The Foo Fighters. I saw the Foo Fighters on Friday the 6th of June in 2008 at Wembley Stadium. That's where I saw AC/DC in July this year. £49.50 for one Foo Fighters ticket, and that in 2008 was probably really high. So £49.50. Foo Fighters ticket prices 2024. How much are the Foo Fighters tickets? Standing tickets cost £75, with seated tickets ranging from £54 to £105. So from £49, call it £50 for a Foo Fighters ticket back in 2008, and now it's £105 is like, it seems the maximum for a seated ticket for the Foo Fighters. So, I mean, to be honest, I actually don't think that's too much of an increase. I mean, I think it could be a lot worse, and it probably is worse. You'll see in a little bit with some of my other tickets. But £49 in 2008, and £75 for a ticket today. I was actually sat down for this one, so, you know, £54 to £105 for a seated ticket today for Foo Fighters. Mental. Right, the Get Happy Tour. If I remember rightly, this is Bowling for Soup, Zebrahead, and there was one other artist, Bloodhound Gang. That's it. I think it was Bloodhound Gang, Zebrahead, and Bowling for Soup, all in the same show. This was in Nottingham at Rock City, and this was in 2007. £16.50. Bowling for Soup with the headliners. So let's look at Bowling for Soup. Bowling for Soup tickets. I think Bowling for Soup do actually have a tour coming up. They're playing in Manchester next year. Jesus Christ, this can't be real. General admission to see Bowling for Soup, £194 each. £146 each. I mean, it says face value. It's got 2 face value stamps. How can you have 2 face value like things, but they're both different prices? £146 or £194? That just seems a bit strange to me, but Jesus. I saw them in 2007 for £16.50 with 2 other great bands. That is mad. Download Festival in 2009. This is my full weekend ticket. My full weekend download ticket. I saw Faith No More, Slipknot, and Def Leppard with the headliners that year. The whole weekend ticket for download costs £135. How much is a Download Festival weekend ticket now? I dread to think. The last time I went to Download Festival was in 2010 when AC/DC played. I've not been since. So obviously that was 15 years ago. Let's actually have a look. Download Festival weekend ticket prices. A weekend 5-night general camping ticket for Download, £345. And a weekend arena only, so that's not even camping. I think that's just to get into the arena for the weekend. £300. That's £100 a day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, to see the bands. And that's not camping as well. This is a weekend with camping. £135 for the whole weekend. That's mad. That's really crazy. Green Day. When did I see Green Day? This was in October the 30th, 2009. And this was at the MEN Arena. This is kind of strange. I don't know if you can see this on the camera, the MEN Arena. Everybody still calls it the MEN Arena, which stands for Manchester Evening News Arena, which is what it always used to be, but it's not been that in years. I don't know when it stopped being that, so it's kind of strange to have a ticket that still says the MEN Arena. £35 to see Green Day at the MEN Arena. How much are Green Day standing tickets? Tickets start at £74, while resale tickets for pitch standing start at £236 per person. I don't think in 2009. Genuinely, I remember booking the tickets. It wasn't a struggle like it is today. Tickets, even getting them today, just seems like such a difficult task. Moving on, who have we got? Okay, Metallica for the Death Magnetic Tour. When was this? This was Wednesday, the 25th of February 2009. So a big arena show, Metallica, the biggest heavy metal band going. How much was a ticket to see them back in the day? £40. £40 to see Metallica at an arena show. I dread to think what a Metallica ticket costs today. Let's have a look. Metallica ticket prices 2024. Ticket prices start at $16 for an American. That seems wrong. That can't be right. It can go up to around $60 for the cheapest dates. That really? Obviously, I can't really see anything for UK prices, so we can only go off the dollars. I mean, if this is accurate here, so Santa Clara, there is 2 dates there, 99 or 90. And then Denver, there's 2 dates there. Because they play 2 dates for each show, why is one show more expensive than the other if they're playing 2 nights? 134, 122. Let's just assume that this is the average prices. Let's just kind of work in the middle, 99 to 122. Let's just say around the $100 mark, you know. So that would probably be about £80. Let's kind of have a look at that now. If I search $100 in pounds, $77. Sorry, £77 is $100. So, you know, if those ticket prices are accurate, I don't know what they would be for the UK. The last time Metallica played here was at Download Festival, and we know what the Download Festival prices are. But yeah, £40 in 2009, and let's just say potentially around about £77 today. That's not too bad. It seems to me like the smaller bands, like the really cheap ones, they've gone up the most, whereas the bands that were already quite big, maybe they couldn't put their prices up too much because they were already quite expensive back in the day. Like I said, £50 for the Foo Fighters was expensive in 2008. So they've only put their prices up a little bit, maybe. I'm just kind of speculating. What do you guys think? Get it in the comments. Dream Theater, Friday the 12th of October 2007. I remember this show. Back then, in 2007, I was obsessed with Dream Theater and I could not wait to see them live. I think this was for Systematic Chaos Tour when they released that album. I was in college and genuinely going through a massive Dream Theater phase, and when they announced the shows, I immediately got tickets. How much was a ticket in 2007 to watch Dream Theater? It was £24. £24 in 2007. Dream Theater, I'm pretty sure, are actually currently touring, so let's see if we can find some current prices. Dream Theater ticket prices 2024. Dream Theater's 2024-2025 40th anniversary tour may vary by ticket type, but it can include a golden circle for £80. Platinum, I imagine that means platinum, £49. I don't know what these other words mean, but 60, 42, 49, 80. This was £24. Also, if you've seen any of the bands that I'm mentioning now and you can remember how much it cost to go and watch them, get that in the comments also, because that would be pretty interesting to see if what I'm seeing here is relevant to what you paid as well. Dream Theater tickets, £54 face value. That looks pretty recent. 2024 European Tour, £54 for a Dream Theater ticket. So that's basically double, isn't it? You know, if this is 24, call it 25, double that 50, just a little bit more. Dream Theater tickets have doubled in price since 2007. Okay, let's do one more. I've got a few more tickets here, but I don't want this video to be too long. Let's do one more. John Mayer. When did I see John Mayer? I've seen John Mayer a couple of times. Tuesday, the 24th of June in 2008, and this was at Birmingham Academy. It's a shame that these days you don't even get tickets for shows. Everything's on your phone. You get a QR code or an email that you have to scan on the doors. Like, you very rarely, if ever, get a physical ticket these days. And why are these cool? Because these are memories. I can look back at these. I can hold this in my hand and going, I remember that show. Whereas these days, I don't remember the friggin' email that I got for a show. Like, I don't remember that. And when it's out of sight, it's out of mind, isn't it? So having tickets is a great thing because it helps you remember them. It's like history, isn't it? You know. Anyway, John Mayer, Tuesday the 24th of June 2008. Ticket price £25. £25 to see John Mayer. Again, in dollars, tickets start for John Mayer. This is last year, 2023. Tickets start at $79. And it seems to massively change from venue to venue. One thing that I'm pretty sure in the UK, I don't think the ticket prices for these shows vary depending on the venue. I could be wrong. I don't know that. I'm just kind of speculating, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem to be something that would probably happen in the UK. Like, if someone was doing a tour, the ticket prices would be the same for every show. or at least very, very close. It wouldn't have a range from $79 all the way up to $161. You know, that just seems crazy. But back in 2008, a John Mayer ticket, this was with full band. This was on the Continuum tour, I'm pretty sure. Like one of the best tours I could have gone and seen John Mayer on. Continuum, the best album by John Mayer. And that was £25 per ticket. So there you go, that's something that I thought was pretty interesting. When I found my old gig tickets recently, I just could not believe the prices, and especially wanted to compare them to what those prices were today. As you can see, things have gone up. Some of them aren't that bad, but some of them are actually pretty drastic. I mean, that also includes all of the resale prices. Resale wasn't really a thing back then. I mean, it was, but that was pretty much limited to you go to the actual gig and there would be a ticket tower outside. That was resale back in 2009, 2010. It wasn't this online business now where somebody buys a ticket for a gig that will sell out and then they immediately relist it for double, triple the price. It's insane. Anyway, that's it for today. You guys have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.